couldn't believe it. My older brother, my protector and provider, was dead. Killed violently by some horrible FBI agent and boxing coach. All over some stupid whore. The tears wouldn't stop streaming down my cheeks as the police delivered the news. I was the only living relative, as our younger brother had died on a mission trip years ago, and our parents had both perished in mysterious accidents. There was no one to comfort me or pick me up from the floor once the officers had left. Once I had my emotions under control, I called our family lawyer and left a message. I expected him to call me back within a half hour and was concerned when he didn't. I called again, and then again when he didn't pick up. Barging out of the house, I had my driver take me down to his office. It was a large practice, but his secretary knew who I was. Her look made me hesitate. She seemed almost fearful to see me. "Jade, give Mr. Lawson a second. He's with another client. Did you have an appointment today?" While she rambled, I nodded at her, then turned and marched right into his office with her mouth gaping open like a fish behind me. Louis Whiteford was sitting across from Craig Lawson, which didn't bode well for my future. Whiteford was my brother's right-hand man. He was also a heartless asshole who had seduced me to get close to my brother, then claimed I broke his heart. "Craig," I said, distraught. "Jade," he said in surprise, rising from his chair. "What are you doing here?" "My brother, he's dead," I wailed. It was the first time I'd said it out loud, and the reality of it hit me so hard I collapsed into one of the office chairs. Whiteford sneered at me, and I leaned away from him, nearly growling. "I've heard, and I'm so sorry. You have my condolences. I'm currently working on updating and finalizing his will and last wishes. Mr. Whiteford was assisting by providing documentation. Your brother is leaving you well cared for," the lawyer went on. I glared at Whiteford, knowing his intentions were not to care for me, but to care for himself. "You'll be given a monthly allowance to live off of, as well as put away into savings for yourself," Mr. Lawson started. "Excuse me?" I asked. "Why is it an allowance instead of just an inheritance?" "Due to your age and the business protections he put into his will. He didn't want to perish and have you simply sell all of his equity. So I talked him into making me your guardian until you turn 25. Whiteford butted in. "You mean your equity?" I said pointedly, making it known that I knew why he was here. "And what do you mean my guardian? I'm 19, a legal adult." "No, the equity is all yours," Mr. Lawson explained. "Mr. Whiteford just has control of it until you reach 25 or you marry." The idea that this sleazy man had control over how much money I got monthly troubled me. "You could always just marry me," he suggested, chuckling darkly. "Why? So I'd end up murdered in an alley for my inheritance?" I shot back at him. He looked angry for a second, then hid it behind a laugh. "Do you need me here anymore?" he asked. "No, but I will be in touch," Mr. Lawson promised. As Whiteford laughed, he winked at me condescendingly. "Just ask if you need anything, darling." I shivered in disgust as he called me darling, then turned to Mr. Lawson. "What the hell?" was all I said. "I don't know what to tell you. He has all the documents with your brother's legitimate signature on them. I checked. And I know your brother well enough I'd spot a forgery. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but he trusted everything to that man, including you."